if you think all of a sudden my life shifted and there's some part of things that are perhaps gloomy, and you've been spiritual, you've been righteous, you've been following a virtuous lifestyle for a while, and you do have certain kind of sadhanas and stuff like that, like you're in touch with spirituality or not, doesn't matter. When on virtue of your being, like, sometimes it is bhakti marga, sometimes it is jnana marga, sometimes it is karma marga, no? And it is sometimes it is only from a meditative stance. It can happen through all four limbs of yoga. Any path, it can happen. Your spiritual awakening can happen. And it's like a ticking at that time, when your past lives thing compensates the kind of karma you have done at this point in life, compensates for the things that you ought to do to get the spiritual awakening started. Like I've been talking about stains, right? Maya mala, Annava mala, karma mala. I've been talking about it from quite a long, because this is something which is really, really logical for us to understand. So Annava mala, I keep telling, if you have not seen that video, please go ahead and watch it. Annavamala is something which can be attained only through divine grace, and Karmamala is what is attachment towards the self, and Mayamala is the one which gives us that dismantling of illusion. So when this spiritual awakening happens for the first time, what happens is your Mayamala is getting activated. So whatever you think was yours, whatever identity you claim to be, this is me, gets dismantled piece by piece, or it's like a boom, and you're left with loss, you're left with like, but then that is how Ma wants us to realize the real me, the most vulnerable me. And oftentimes it's like you think you're a diamond, but perhaps it's not that real diamond that you actually are, which divine wants you to look at. You're happy with this, you being a diamond, by a lot of hard work, and you put a lot of you build yourself to be something, but it's backed with lot of perfections or things that you don't want to do but you have to do, insecurities, defense mechanisms, survival instincts, um negative beliefs, certain kind of blockages which you may want to cover it using another way, or certain times it's dominance, certain times it's suppression or being suppressed, certain times you betray, sometimes you don't, you lost. So there are a lot of dynamics that happen to be the real you, and what you claim to be the you may not be the divine diamond that God want you to look at yourself to be. So inside of this journey from transforming from whoever you think is the you to the divine you, this is what is the journey that is ahead of you that makes you feel this. So this is something called, I would not say it's a punishment, but it's more a transformation. It is not like something is falling apart, but it's all coming together, which makes your soul the whole you, the perfect and the whole that you are here to be born for, with the divine mission that you need to fulfill upon. And the one which you would finally land perhaps would be more authentic, more powerful, more purposeful, and more meaningful for your own self. And whatever you're doing right now, um, in this journey from being a person who's lost, questioning self-worth and confidence, and being invisible or being grieving about the earlier you or the old you, or hoping things shall fall in place, but questioning why all the time. From there to this space of loss, to this space of the things that you're gonna do to bring yourself back again to a new you. That's the journey of what it happens when it is needed for you to shine the light that you are meant to really shine according to divine will. So what happens is, what are some things I want you to understand during this transformative phase? Is that you're never alone. Divine Mother is always with you, though you may not, feel it. Though you may not understand that. Yeah, is it so? Is she really with me? Is she behind me? If that's so, how come I go through these kind of concerns and shaming, or feeling vulnerable, lost? And sometimes, um, like my whole being is taken away. My whole life has been taken away. Uh, my attachments towards things that are like dismantled or cut short, or it's been pulled away from me. So piece by piece, things got taken away or torn away. Lesson by lesson, I've been reshaped. So I want you to understand that whenever you feel really, really sorrowful, please take a break. Give yourself permission to cry if that feels good for you. And don't be scared of this path that you have to walk, because it's not first time that you've gone this path. Perhaps you may not know it, but this rebuilding phases, it's like onion peel. One peel opened and you've been on that path. Again, another one opens up, which is a more deeper, more profound, transformative path. And then another and another and another, so that your being gets to Paramatma state. You and your divine becomes one. Till then, this journey keeps on going. So without your knowledge, you've already walked 10 steps and you have to walk another few steps to get to that state. So it's just that now you're being aware of it. Earlier to it just happened on autopilot, because as I said, it just happens in phases. So maybe for all these times, whatever is your container was ready to hold that space, and now you want to have a more expansive self for you to accommodate this transformative self. So that's when you get to these feelings of newfound lost helplessness or vulnerabilities. And when you feel numb, what's happening around you, give yourself permission to take a break, do self-care, do something joyful, even though you may have no big choices, but try to find happiness in little things. And when you pray, just be hopeful that whatever you're going through right now is definitely temporary. It's not like permanent. And what you're building is permanent. What you're taking steps towards during this journey of rebuilding phase is what you're becoming is somebody more profound, more powerful, who just don't talk about being, but actually is the definition of that you is so powerful. As you are allowing yourself to break each of those false identities that you felt your worth in, you felt this is what makes me, and this is what is my worthiness, which is based on false identity for yourself. Each level by level, part by part, step by step, Ma takes away everything, so that you are face to face with the real you, with your soul, with your satya, you naked, and no shams, no false identities, but it's just you come in present to yourself, who is shining so bright, because you are a divine soul, isn't it so? So what I want you to understand as you walk this path is, don't ever doubt that Maya is not supporting you. She's holding your hand all the while. It's just that we don't understand her language. But trust me, she's somebody who's epitome of love. So she will never ever leave you. So whenever you feel so lost, call upon her, bestow upon her, and she shall guide you. And whenever you feel lonely, know that Ma is around you, Otherwise, you won't be having this experience. And you don't have to necessarily um, feel that no one is there to support you, because though the support is not at a physical level, she made all those relations vanish because they're not serving you at this point. She made all that work stop because there's something beyond what you could do at this point. She made whatever are the negatives you were and you thought was breaking you, it's only to rebuild you on those spaces. So wherever you felt broken, unworthy, and invisible, that are the very spaces you may want to rebuild upon for you to shine super bright in those spaces. So she's always there holding a hand over you, on top of you. So even if you don't know how to move forward, trust in divine and ensure that you walk the path with surrender, with complete faith, understanding that she's always there to guide you. She, he, whoever you bestow upon, whomever you think are guiding me. It can be Lord Shiva, it can be Ma, Devi, Chandika, or Durga Ma, or Lakshmi Ma, or Varahi Ma, or Narayana, or Ganapati, or Skanda, or of any faith. Okay, uh, it doesn't really matter. And in that process, if at all you feel, I think right now I'm lost. So you might have to take a deep breath and tell some affirmations like I'm loved, I'm guided by mommy. And my success and failure doesn't really uh, dictate my worth. I'm worthy because I'm me, and I'm loved by my divine. Um, the silence is not abandonment. I'm rebuilding my life. I'm here to earn love, and I'm made of love, so I don't have to crave for love. And I don't need to be really productive to be valuable. I don't need to be useful to be lovable. My resting, my healing, and my crying, they're all ways to positively deal with whatever I'm going through. So it's totally fine. I don't have to um, feel guilty that whenever I'm not putting any work, I don't have to be lazy. I don't have to think I'm lazy or I'm not being being valuable or deserving about success or stuff like that. And whenever you feel that I don't have anybody, I don't have anyone to protect, I don't have anyone to guide, know that Mother is there behind you like a big force. You are Ishta Devata, or the Devata you are bestowing upon. Though it looks very dark and uncomfortable in the mother's womb, but she's nurturing you, right? Similarly, even though if it might feel a little more dark and gloomy outside at this point of time, understand she is building you, rebuilding you, and shaping you in a very beautiful way that you are too. And because the divine timing has come. And know that even though you've lost everything, at this point it might seem that your life is crumbling down. Actually, you have not lost, because when the time is right, she's going to fill you up with abundance. So just believe that, have strength, have faith that when the time is right, things shall go for good and get better. And when there are people, family, friends, partner, children, anyone who just goes away, they're going away because your vibration and her their vibration may not be matching, or they have served their purposes, or that break is needed for you to work on certain of your part which is chipped out, or you may want to work on that karma which is the reason for the other person's existence to show up as something um, not uh, pro to you at this point. So the very fact what you're triggered by their presence is something maybe you may want to rebuild on that spaces. So it's all good. It's all shaping up the way divine has exactly uh, made it to happen. And whatever you're feeling, like I'm here for everyone, but at this point there's nobody. Know that as a person who's experienced divine, who has had conversations, who's seen and had a privilege of having a very deep rooted connection, uh, I have never seen divine hurting me bad. Like how even I can't imagine anybody in the human realm who have not hurt me, even if it's even once or not. Every person have taken existence in this earth plane have hurted me in some or the other form. But never God has done that. Matlab, even if he does or she does, it's only for our own greater good. So it's the wisdom and the knowledge or the maturity is understanding that though it might seem painful to me, it's not really painful because this is transforming me into a something better. So hold yourself tight, and whenever you are um, you're anxious or you're lost, just know that divine is with you, and divine has never left you or not gonna leave you any time. And her hand will always be on you, whether you can comprehend or not, or his hand, Ishta Devata. And she's right here. She's listening to every tear of yours. She's noting down every pain of yours and trying to shape you, guide you into a better you by taking every single plea from you into consideration. She's going to give you everything that you asked for, which is possible in this life. If there are certain things like loss of a human or something which was needed for you to complete a certain portion of karma and then the new journey, perhaps that's the destiny has ended there for you and that person. And that's the reason they gotten into light. So let's pray for their being at peace, and let's walk the path, continue to walk the path of divine, do our sadhana with complete surrendering, faith, devotion, understanding about the divine timing, and knowing that she's always with me every single minute or moment. And whenever you've lost, whenever you feel I have no one to wind, remember this video, come back or write to me, message me about your experiences. Whatever I can support you on that journey. Or support to each other. Let's build a community who can support each other in a genuine way rather than judging or suffer, allowing us to suffer in silence. So with Ma, you will never suffer in silence, and it's not needed. So if you believe in empowerment, I don't think you need to suffer in silence. So speak out, talk what you're going through to people who can understand, and try to take steps in line with the divine you that you are, so that your learning gets completed very quickly. Right? Thank you so much.